How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, we're back, man. We're gonna talk this boxing, man. Another story. You know, another gripping headline that I gotta tell you guys about. Gervonta Tank Davis. Um, is is voicing his is voicing his opinion and voicing what he wants for 29 the rest of 2019 and 2020. He says in a recent video, he says it's time. He said it's time to make the Lomachenko fight. Obviously that's a fight that definitely can be made, you guys. um, I truly believe if Lomachenko can get past Campbell, I don't think that, after the Teofimo Lopez versus the Japan fella, which I was live at that fight, and no, Teofimo Lopez did not look good. He blamed it on his situation at home with his mom not not liking and not agreeing with him marrying his girlfriend, which is which is older than him, and the mother was not at the wedding. He said that played a big factor in his performance, and just a bunch of stuff going on at home and stuff like that, man. So I'm telling you guys right now that that you know Gervonta Davis, is a different animal. I really truly believe that Gervonta Davis in 2020, if he fights Lomachenko, my money would be on Gervonta Davis. You know, stylistically, yes, you could say Lomachenko would be a better boxer than Gervonta Davis, in certain aspects, but he's older. Okay, his last couple of performances were, eh, they were okay, but they weren't, you know, devastating knockouts. You know what I mean? The Linares fight was really an eye opener for me, and I know a lot of you other fans out there because we're looking like this guy's gonna run straight through Linares, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. And not only did he not run through Linares, he had a little bit of problems with Linares. I thought he was going to be a lot better facing Linares than what he was, but he wasn't. So moving forward, um, I truly believe that Gervonta Davis would be ready to fight Lomachenko in 2020. That's, like he said, I think the time is now. The time is right. And yeah, man, let me let you guys, hear what Gervonta Davis had to say. You know,
Everybody thought you were going to win the fight, but did even you think you were going to destroy that man that badly? You were dominant.
No, I didn't know I was going to destroy him that fast. I thought he was going to come out. He was a tough opponent. So and just top guys fighting each other. So definitely looking for that. You know,
he said,
maybe the beginning of 2020 or things like that.
talking about
What he was
Lomachenko.
about. Are you interested in the Lomachenko fight, Tank?
He said, "Are you interested?"
Of course, just as a boxing fan, just top guys fighting each other. So definitely looking for that. You know, maybe the beginning of 2020 or things like that, or the middle or the end. It don't matter.
Wow. And you're such a young guy, but do you feel like you are ready for that type of challenge now, or do you feel like you need more seasoning?
No, I think I'm old enough, to take on the challenge. I think I have enough skills. I'm maturing as a fighter, as a person. So um, I think it's time.
When boxing fans hear this, they are going to be excited because I think that is, without argument, one of the biggest fights that you could make in boxing, right?
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest fights that Me, me and me and either me and him or either Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I think that they're the two biggest fight that everybody want to see in the sport right now.
What do you say to him, Tank? If Lomachenko's watching this, what's the message?
Lomachenko. He said, "What's the message?"
Let's keep winning. And someday we'll get in there. We'll get in there for sure.
To be in front of your home crowd, like you could
Yeah, man. So you heard it here first, you guys. Gervonta Davis says he wants to fight. Um, Lomachenko. I truly believe that that'll be a really good fight. Um, Gervonta Davis is definitely younger, a lot younger than Lomachenko. But Lomachenko has not looked that good, man. And I'll say it again. You know, Lomachenko has not looked that good. You know, I mean, let's be honest, man. If we're gonna call a spade, let's call it all the way down the middle. You know, Lomachenko has not looked that good. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be as blunt and as just as straightforward as I can be right now. Lomachenko, his last couple fights were iffy. Not only that, remember, Lomachenko lost to Salido. No, everybody wants to sweep that under the rug. And no, this is not a Lomachenko hate channel or anything like that. I have a tremendous respect for Lomachenko. But we cannot get over the fact that he lost to Salido. Okay. Yes, that was only his second professional fight, but that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted to fight Salido in his first fight. Okay? So we can't make excuses for a fighter that wanted that. Okay? He wanted that work. Okay? So when you want that work, you got to deal with the consequences that come with it. You got to L on your record. Okay? To Orlando Salido, okay, that's a beer thief at 7 in the morning, stealing cases of beer. And he had 12 losses when you fought him. So, or 10, but whatever. He had double digit losses when you fought that guy. Yes, he was a seasoned vet. Yes, he came in a little overweight, but still. But still. So with all that being said and done, he is right now currently 13-1. Um, he just knocked out Anthony Crawler, and he had went. What sticks out to me is when Lomachenko went 12 rounds with Jose Pedraza, after Jose Pedraza had been iced by Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis iced the shit out of Pedraza in devastating fashion. Okay. Not only did Jose Pedraza win some rounds against Lomachenko, it was a competitive fight. Some of the rounds were competitive, you know? Um, and, Gervonta Davis just annihilated Lomachenko. He ran straight through him. Alteza says, lost to the Uber driver. What's up, Alteza from Alaska? Salute, my brother. Smash that like button, you guys. Brian David, what's up, fam? What you doing, my brother? How's everything going? So we're talking about a future matchup between Gervonta Tank Davis and Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko. Now, when we break this fight down, okay, first of all, he's got to get past Luke Campbell, okay? That's first and foremost. Okay. Vasil Lomachenko has got to get past Luke Campbell. They're going to fight August 31st. That's coming up. That's not that far away. And yeah, we got to see what he can do in that fight. Um, but yeah, as far as Vasil Lomachenko goes, yes, he stopped Gilmore Rigondeaux, which was a lot, smaller than him. But let's be honest, what's Vasil Lomachenko's best win? And what's Gervonta Davis's best win? We all know Gervonta Davis's best win is Jose Pedraza, who was the champion when Gervonta Davis went into that fight. Okay, Jose Pedraza was the champion. Not only did Gervonta Davis take the belt from Jose Pedraza, he did it devastatingly. Okay, he iced the shit out of him. Okay, now when you think about fights, you think about Vasyl Lomachenko and people he's fought in some of his better wins. I mean, you got Nicholas Walters, which was undefeated when he fought him. You got guys like, Jose Pedraza. You got like guys like Rigondeaux, um, Linares. My personal opinion is Vasyl Lomachenko's best win to date was against Jorge Linares, okay, which has 5 losses now, okay, okay, and he had 3 losses when Vasyl Lomachenko fought him, okay, okay, okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Brian Davis says Tank's gonna fight Gamboa, Tevin Farmer, and Berchelt, then Lomo. Romania Mike says Corey Lee back with another banger. Yeah. Smash that like button, my brother. So yeah, man. This guy's losing the guys. Linares lost to Antonio DeMarco, which isn't a bad loss. Antonio DeMarco back in 2011 was a very good fighter. Sergio Thompson, he was okay. Really not, like the best. He was okay. Um, but yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, man. Um, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up right now that when you look at it, you got Lomachenko is a very very skillful fighter. He has excellent foot. He's got excellent footwork, and that'll trouble Gervonta Davis. That's gonna trouble Gervonta Davis. Okay, Vasyl Lomachenko's foot movement is gonna trouble. Um, Lomachenko's foot movement is going to trouble Gervonta Davis. Now, what's going to trouble Lomachenko is when he is the first time he gets hit flush by Tank, by a fucking Tank. Okay. Not only did Tank Davis knock out heavyweights in sparring, okay, there's actually a footage out there of him doing it. Okay. And shout out to Malik Scott, Mr. Freeze Time himself, from the DMV from Baltimore, and he said he's seen it for his own 2 eyes. Okay, so you got a guy that's knocking out heavyweights in sparring. Okay, you got a guy that's knocking out heavyweights in sparring, and he's gonna fight a guy that's naturally smaller than him in Lomachenko, and you want to tell me that Lomachenko is gonna be able to dodge Gervonta Davis's power for 12 full rounds? I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I'm a believer of that. I'm just being honest with you guys. You know? Yeah, I'm doing vampire streams. You already know, doing your thing, bro. Thank you, bro. Damn, never seen that footage. Also, those body shots. Yeah, that's another thing, too, you guys. You guys got to understand, man. Gervonta Davis has fucking brute strength, and I'm not even sure he's reached his peak yet. Okay? Gervonta Davis we might not have seen the best out of Gervonta Davis. The bad part about it is I think Gervonta Davis is on a incline, and if Lomachenko is not on a decline, okay, he is not getting any better. You know what you're getting from Lomachenko, and look, just because Lomachenko's not going to get any better, and just because Lomachenko is has maxed out, um, in his peak physical strength, in my personal opinion, that's not. I'm not taking anything away from him. Okay, I'm not taking anything away from him. But I really, really, truly believe that Gervonta Tank Davis, with the right camp, okay, and the right focusness, with him focusing, very, very hard, I think he can do it. I think he can beat Vasyl Lomachenko. I really do. I really, truly do. You guys might call me crazy. You guys might say, Corey, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm ready for it. If that's how you guys feel, it is what it is. This is just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Um, Romania Mike says Lomo's got ring IQ advantage too. Yeah, he does. Corey, do you know why they say Lomo's pound for pound? Corey, do you know why they say Lomo's pound for pound? They say he's pound for pound because of his flashy moves and the guys he's beat. You know, he's beaten Linares, he's beaten Rigondeaux, he's beaten Nicholas Walters, which was undefeated at first. And, you know, the guys that I'm listing off, most of those guys, Lomachenko stopped. So, you know, there's a hype. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Lomachenko has a little hype train on him too. But we gotta see, man. The level of opposition needs to go up, okay, for Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. We need to start seeing the Gervonta Davises versus the Tevin Farmers. We need to start seeing the Gervonta Davises versus the Lomachenkos. We need to start seeing the Gervonta Davises versus the Gamboas, okay? Okay? But not only is Vasil Lomachenko in a higher weight class than Gervonta Davis, Lomachenko, okay, is at a whole different, okay, promoter. Okay, he's with Bob Arum, and we know Bob Arum and Al Hammond do not necessarily get along. Okay, they do not necessarily get along. I'm calling a spade a spade. It is what it is, and it's still ice season. Romania Mike says, actually, it's because he is the first fighter to get 3 belts in the different divisions in less than 12 fights. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's done, things that other fighters haven't done in. Let me put it like this, Mike. Lomachenko has done things that other fighters have done, but he's done it a lot faster than fighters have done. Okay, so other fighters have become okay. They've had 3 different uh, division champions in 3 different divisions. Other fighters have done that, but Lomachenko done it in a faster period of time. So that makes him, they leapfrog Lomachenko ahead of all of these other guys. But what about when Lomachenko lost fair and square against Salido? Do we just look past that loss, Mike? Do we just act like that never happened? Okay? That was a tough fight for Lomachenko, okay? And I don't want to hear, oh, that was only his second professional fight. Nobody told Lomachenko to take that fight. He wanted that fight, okay? And he came up short. And that was a fair and square L he took. That was not debatable. Salido beat him fair and square. And if you think Salido can beat Lomachenko fair and square, you trying to tell me that Gervonta Davis can't? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Brian Davis says Lomo has a big ass hype train behind him. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He says, who else did that in 12 fights? I mean, to be honest with you, he's probably one of the only ones that have done that. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that he took that L in the Salido fight. You know, that was a fair and square L he took. Straight up, styles make fights. Okay. Salido was coming forward. Salido, I'm not going to say Salido and Gervonta Davis have the same styles, but they're similar in ways. Okay. Gervonta Davis comes forward. He's a pressure fighter. And I really truly believe if you're pressuring Lomachenko and you have power that compensates for that pressure as well, that's just all wrong for Lomachenko, in my personal opinion. But you have to be accurate. Gervonta Davis is an accurate puncher. Okay? Being honest with you guys. I give credit where credit's due. We'll give Gervonta Davis credit then. He says, why they hating on European fighters? Because they getting the shine more than Americans? That's not right. I'm not hating on no European fighters. My number one, you can ask anybody on this, anybody that listens to me, Romania Mike. My number one fighter in the entire world is Alexander Usyk, Lomachenko's big brother. But there's levels to this, okay? Lomachenko physicality level at the 135-pound division, okay, on a 1 to 10 is probably a 6, the physicality level. He is winning these fights on sheer boxing IQ, okay, with grit, okay? But when it comes to power and it comes to brute force, he does not pack that punch, in my personal opinion, at 135 with the elite fighters at 135. That's my personal opinion. Romania Mike says Salido was fighting really dirty. If you watched the fight, you would disqualify him. So are we making excuses for? Are we making excuses, Romania Mike, for Lomachenko losing? You know, I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade. You know, if you're saying he's a dirty fighter, okay. He says if they are exciting fighters, I wanna watch them. Gervonta Davis is a very exciting fighter, no matter where they're from. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna look past Lomachenko's loss he took. Okay? You're saying that Salido is a dirty fighter. You're saying that Salido did this dirty. You're saying that Salido did that dirty. Okay? The referee was watching the fight. Okay? The whole the whole world was watching the fight. Okay? When they talk about the Salido fight and the Lomachenko fight, the first thing that comes to my mind is not Salido being dirty. The first thing that comes to my mind is Salido beating the shit out of Lomachenko for 12 rounds. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. What about you, Romania Mike? But now you're saying that we all know the scoring system in boxing has a lot of flaws. But are you? I feel like you're making excuses for Lomachenko losing, though, bro. Like you're first you're talking about first you're talking about first you're talking about Lomachenko, you know, 3 different divisions, in 12 fights or under, okay? That he's the only one to do that. Then I bring up the Loma, then I bring up um the situation where he lost, okay, to Salido, and then you talking about people got to stop hating on Lomo. Nobody's hating on Lomo. I'm giving credit where credit is due. I told you he's fought some good fighters. I went all the way down the line. Walters, Rigondeaux, which Rigondeaux was a lot smaller, but Rigondeaux didn't have to take that fight. Okay, so I'm giving him credit for the Walters, the Gamil Rigondeaux fight. Okay, the Linares fight and the Pedraza fight. Okay, I'm giving him credit for all of those fights. Okay, but but where you gotta give when you give credit, okay, when you give credit, okay, you gotta say, you know, some of the things that he doesn't do as well too. Okay, you can't just ride a dude's dick the whole time. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. You can't just, you know what I mean? Oh, he just does everything perfect, and he doesn't do anything wrong. The fuck out of here, man. Lomachenko has holes just like everybody else. Period. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you guys right now, Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis is a very good fight. Is a very good fight. I just think that styles make fights, and I truly believe that Lomachenko's style, okay, meshed with Gervonta Davis' skill and style, I think it's a very, very good fight. I really do. I really, really do, man. But as far as you're saying, You Romanian Mike, it's like you're making excuses for Lomachenko. Okay? Okay? You're making excuses for him, dude, that he lost to Salido. That's not cool, bro. You're saying that, you're saying that, you know, that Salido was fighting dirty, you know, he was a dirty fighter, you know. Then you're saying that the scorecards, the American scoring system is flawed. I mean, you're talking about him, Salido being dirty. Then you're talking about the scorecards being flawed. What else are you gonna bring up? Okay, what's because he's Mexican? That's why Lomachenko's lost because Salido's Mexican. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta bring that shit up, bro. I gotta bring that shit up. He says, I watched the fight and I am giving my opinion from what I saw. So what did you see? What did you see in the Lomachenko versus Salido fight? What did you see? Because I seen a European fighter, okay, that has a lot of rhythm and it has very good footwork, okay, okay, meet his match when he fought Salido, okay. Not only was Salido outweighing him, okay, Salido has had over 50 professional fights, okay? And there's a reason why you just don't take, a guy with 50 plus fights and was a former world champion. I think he was a current world champion in the fight. There's a reason why, you get brought along, maybe in your fifth, maybe your sixth fight, Usyk got brought along quick too, you know. Usyk was a world champion in under 10 fights too, I believe. So it's, but you gotta get those necessary fights in, okay? But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, man, Salido beat Lomo, period. I don't give a fuck if you're talking about the scoring. I could care less about the scoring. I could care less about the dirty tactics or whatever. Okay? If Salido hit him low back. Shit. The referee didn't see it. Hit him low back. Okay? Shit. Okay? Like Andre Ward said, man, sometimes you gotta get a little dirty in there, man. Now I'm not approving of any fighter fighting dirty, you know. And Andre Ward being one of the cleaner fighters out there, okay? The professional inside and outside the ring, okay? But sometimes you gotta show grit, man. You know? And Lomachenko versus Salido, man, was, you know, that was a gut check for Lomachenko. And he didn't pass the gut check in that particular fight. You know? You know? And you're talking about the low blows and you're talking about all of this stuff, dude. The dude lost, Mike. Your boy Lomachenko lost, bro. He's 13-1 for a reason. He has a loss. Okay? Gervonta Davis is undefeated. Never lost. Never even came close to losing. So, and he has been tested. The Pedraza fight, he was getting touched up in that fight. So, and he was supposed to fight Abner Mars, which would have been a good fight as well. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Romanian Mike. This time next year, this is my personal opinion. I think all of those guys at in those small weight divisions are gonna want to fight Gervonta Davis. Not only around this time next year is he gonna be probably on pay-per-view, he's gonna be moving up the rankings with the money flow. I mean, you gotta understand, Lomachenko, when he came to the MGM Grand, he didn't even sell out that shit, dude. Okay, when he came, I believe he came to the National Harbor, okay, about 6, 7 fights ago or whatever, okay. Maybe he sells a lot more now, okay. But just a year or two ago, okay, he was not even selling that much. He was not a draw, okay, at all, okay. Okay, Gervonta Davis, okay. in the same vicinity, in the same area, being, I know Gervonta Davis is from there, but in the same area, but that's not his fault, okay? Okay, this is America. You talking about people being, racist and stuff like that to European fighters. European fighters come over here to make a better life for themselves. They want to fight in America, okay? So when Americans critique and break down these fighters, you can't get mad at that, Mike, okay? I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna criticize, but I'm gonna pat the European fighters on the back, okay? You know, but I'm gonna call a spade no matter what I do. No matter what I do, you know. And I'm gonna tell you right now that Gervonta Davis sells. He had over 14,000 people, okay, in the state of Maryland, okay, come to see him, okay, okay, okay. Lomachenko in the same state of Maryland could barely get 3,500 people in the state in stands. And these are facts, dude. These are facts. Okay? Okay, these are facts. Big facts. Okay? So the money is with Gervonta Davis, man. He's a rising star. He's sellable. He's in touch with the urban, the youth. They just backing him. The culture is backing him, man. You know, he's a. I'm not saying Lomachenko's not sellable, okay, but he's over there with Top Rank, dude. Even if Top Rank put all of their money, they got ESPN. Yes, they should be able to be selling them better. I truly believe that Lomachenko doesn't get promoted enough, in my personal opinion. If you want to get technical with this shit, they should move Tank better. If not, he will get iced. You think so, Red? Brian Davis says Tank would be highly favored over everybody Loma had fought, period. Wow, Brian David. Wow. Wow. Alteza says Hopkins did those. So yeah, I'm back, man. My phone's fucking up. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's see what you guys talking about in the chat. Um, Lost connection. I'm back though. He says, "Do you think Tank beats Lomo right now? Romanian Mike right now? I would favor Tank. I would favor Tank right now. Call me crazy, call me, whatever, you want, but I'm right now, okay, stylistically, knowing that, Salido, brought the fight to Lomachenko, okay, and he lost that fight. You say what you want. You keep saying he had dirty tactics, and you saying that the scoring was flawed and all of this other stuff, okay. You say what you want about, Salido, okay. Salido beat Lomachenko, period, in black and white. He lost. And to a lot of Americans, Romanian Mike, I'm not sure where you're from, or like, I think you said you were from Las Vegas. But on this particular subject, a lot of Americans, okay, that watched the Salido versus Lomachenko fight, okay, said he lost fair and square, okay. You're one of the only guys that are bringing up the low blows and the scoring system. You're one of the only guys that I've ever talked to about Salido versus Lomachenko that are bringing up all of these excuses for this dude. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, give me a break. Quincy, salute. What's good? Me and Romanian Mike, man. That's my boy, man. But we ain't agreeing on this topic at all. That's a fact. Is an excellent master boxer. Okay? So you're just not going to find that master type of boxer in every division. Okay? Yes, Lomachenko is like a master type of boxer as well. Okay? But he is flawed. I'm sorry. He is flawed. I'm sorry. Um, Brian Davis says Tank would be highly favored over everybody Lomo has fought, period. That's what I'm saying, bro. Brian David, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Then Alteza says Hopkins did those dirty tactics to win also. It's a part of the game. Circling, it says, by the ref to buy time in them tactics. Yeah, it's just tactics, bro. Brian Davis says Tank would stop Salido. And how the hell can Lomo be pound for pound within 13-1 record? Hey yo, y'all guys funny as shit, yo. LA 12 says Tank versus Lomo would be Gary Russell versus Lomo all over again. You think so, LA 12? I don't know, man. I know you guys probably, are not too high or too sold on Gervonta Davis. And I'm going to be honest, man. Gervonta Davis is flawed too. I'm not going to say he's not flawed. But I think that fight goes different. I think that fight goes different than the Gary Russell versus Lomachenko fight. I think Tank Davis is a different fighter than Gary Russell. Now I'm not taking anything away from Gary Russell, okay? I'm not taking anything away from Gary Russell. But Gary Russell does not have nowhere near the pop and the power that Tank has and possesses. Okay? Like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until you get hit. And then your plan went right out the window. LA 12 says Tank would not stop Toledo. Sorry. That's your opinion, man. Um, if punch starts from under waist and connects, yes. What's up, Quincy? Um, who said that in the chat? I'm telling you guys right now, man. Brian David says Tank would stop Salido. That's what Brian David said, LA 12. But I'm backing him. I'm backing him. I think he would stop Salido too. Okay. Salido is a beer drinking, beer thieving, okay, Mexican Mexican son of a gun. He's a good fighter though, man. I'm not taking anything from Salido, man. He's a good fighter, man. But I just truly thought that, um, Salido, I thought that Lomachenko would have beat Salido. And not only did he not beat Salido brought the fight to Lomachenko and dug deep, okay? Because Salido got hurt in that fight a couple times, if you guys remember. I remember that fight. I don't know if you guys remember that fight. Maybe you need to go back and watch that fight, okay? But I'm telling you guys right now that, and not only that, you guys, Linares, Linares knocked down Lomachenko, okay, and hurt him, okay. So if Linares can knock down Lomachenko and hurt him, you don't think Tank Davis can? Tank Davis washes the shit out of Linares twice on Sundays. Car wash status. Salido, Mr. Six Pack of Beer. Don't want to rewrite Corey Reed up. Okay, bro, I got you. The Red says we literally never seen Tank under no real pressure. That's a lie right there. That's a lie right there, the Red. That's a lie right there. Okay? I seen Tank Davis under pressure in that Pedraza fight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. You need to go the Red, you need to go rewatch that Pedraza fight. Pedraza was tagging up Tank Davis in that fight. Yes, he was. So don't sit here and lie and say he's never been under pressure. Yes, he has been under pressure. Not only was that his first title shot, he was only 21 or 22 years old when he fought Pedraza. He was still a little kid. Huh. You guys keep talking about Lomachenko and him only having 13 fights, okay? But he's 30 something. Tank Davis is in his early 20s. And when he was the world champion, he was the youngest world champion in the world. Out of every boxer, okay? Probably over, shit, there's probably over 20,000 boxers out there. Out of 20,000 boxers, okay? Tank Davis was the youngest world champion in the entire world when he beat Jose Pedraza. Now you cannot lie and tell me that ain't respect right there, and tell me that boy ain't bad, man. Come on, man. I feel like y'all are giving Lomachenko all of this credit, but y'all are not trying to give Gervonta Davis any credit. That ain't right. Come on, man. No Corey, bro. Don't have don't have no defense. That's not no pressure. Tank's power, a escapes card, escape card. What? Lomo is good, but let me read. What are you talking about, the red? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Um, where do you want? Which one do you want me to read, Romania Mike? You got like 37 comments on here. Which one do you want me to read? I like Triple G more. Oh, you like Triple G more? See, you like a lot of, and that's not a knock on you, bro. But you like a lot of European fighters. I've noticed that about you too, Mike. D Nizzle, what's up, bro? He says, let them know, Corey. I'm trying to let them know, man. They're not listening. You know, Tank would smoke Lomo. There's another person that thinks that. I'm not gonna say he's gonna smoke him, but I'm saying it will be a competitive fight, and I think that Tank Davis will hold his own. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. Romanian Mike says, if styles make fights, we cannot compare fighters' chances based on their previous fights with common opponents. Romanian Mike says Tank needs to get in there with someone like Billy Joe Saunders. But we can't say that because there's no Billy Joe Saunders like, you know, Billy Joe Saunders has a whole style into itself. You know, he's a pure master boxer, man. Period. The red says, I don't know, Corey. You've been wrong lately. The hell with you, man. Romanian Mike says, the red, don't let boxing ego get to your head. What type of what's going on with you and either red? What's going on with you and boxing ego, man? Y'all cool? Crypto Color says Tank is different cause he started boxing so young. When this happens, you get to see great fighters. Yeah, the red people sleeping on Triple G. I mean, Triple G's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking Triple G. Let's see what you guys talking about. Um, Evil Green says Salito Mr. Six Pack of beer. How can you say we literally the red? You said we literally never seen Tank under no real pressure. And you have to remember power is different against better competition. The red. I want you to go rewatch the Jose Pedraza fight, and you can't tell me that he wasn't underneath pressure in that fight. Okay? You cannot tell me that that boy was not underneath pressure in that fight, man. Okay? Come on, man. You're not giving Tank Davis any credit. That's your problem, Red. You're not giving Tank Davis any credit at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, Tank Davis is only his 17th professional fight. Fought Jose Pedraza. Okay, a undefeated, okay, champion. Okay, and not only did he ice him, he stretched him. And I know you guys don't like it, but he stretched him. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what, you guys? Guess what? Lomachenko fought this same guy and and got a unanimous decision and was getting tagged by him too. Y'all don't talk about that though. Y'all don't talk about that though. Y'all don't talk about how Lomachenko was getting tagged by Pedraza, okay? And how Gervonta Davis made quick work of Pedraza, a undefeated, okay, champion, okay? And not only that, okay, I believe Lomachenko fought. Let me let me let let me go get some facts for you real quick. Let me get some facts for you real quick. Okay? Not only did Lomachenko fight Pedraza when he was older, okay? Tank Davis was only 21 when he fought Pedraza and iced him. Lomachenko couldn't ice Pedraza and he's 30. Come on, man. Brian Davis says, "How can a fighter be pound for pound with a record of 13 and 1 and TC is out there undefeated and once undisputed?" Terrence Crawford. Yep. They be biased, bro. They're biased as fuck. They're biased as fuck, bro. They're not giving Tank. They're not giving. They're not giving Terrence Crawford the credit he deserves, and they're damn sure not giving Gervonta Davis any kind of credit. I'm already reading. I mean, shit. You got guys like Romania Mike in the comment section, okay? And me and Romania Mike is cool, but we're not agreeing on this topic. I don't give a fuck, okay? Romania Mike says, okay, in the chat, okay, after I'm talking about, okay, after I'm already talking about Lomachenko losing, okay, I said that Lomachenko lost in black and white. He says that Lomachenko was low blowed and that the American judging and scoring system is flawed. I have never, I'm not gonna say never, but I've never heard you make more excuses about a fighter losing in my life, Romanian Mike. I mean, come on, bro. The American scoring system is flawed, and you don't think that the European scoring system is flawed as well? Lomachenko got his ass beat by Salido. Point blank, period. You're making too many excuses, bro. Cut it out. Y'all talking about Triple G, Kell Brook. Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up. Can I get these likes up? Romanian Mike says, I said the boxing judging is flawed. That's what I said. That's what I said. But you said that the scoring system is flawed. You said that in reference, okay, to when I was talking about Lomachenko. You brought up the scoring system. You brought up the scoring system. Okay, when I was talking about Lomachenko. You don't think Lomachenko lost that fight, Romanian Mike? Do you think Salido won? Or do you think Lomachenko won, Mike? What do you think? What do you think, Romanian Mike? Alteza says UCOD allowed Dillian White to fight with a positive test. Is that fair? Yo, that's a good one, yo. That's a good one. He says, I think Lomo won. There you go. My point exactly. My point exactly. You think Lomachenko beat Salido? Okay? And damn near everybody that watched the Lomachenko fought the fight against Salido thought Lomachenko lost that fight. Okay? 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 Come on, man. Open your eyes, bro. Open your eyes, bro. You thought you thought Lomachenko beat Orlando Salido. Okay? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You might be a little biased on this one. I'm gonna be real with you, Mike. You being a little biased on this one, dog. Romania Mike says the red. Who did Charlo fight to deserve a Triple G fight? You guys are going at it in the chat, yo. Scripto Color says, Yo, Corey, who's the best at 130? Tank is, dude. You know what it is. Tank Davis is the best at 130. And I would say Lomachenko's the best at 135. I'm just stating, my opinion, man. That's how I feel. Brian Davis says Lomo himself said he lost, and that was a learning experience for him. Thank you, Brian David. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Romania Mike, how in the fuck do you think that Lomachenko won when he thought he lost? Like you are nobody if no one's heard of you. Yo, answer the question, Mike. Have you heard of me? That's not true. Because if you Google me, I am a famous poker player. Tell them, Romanian Mike. Let them know. Let them know. People can be humble. Corey, who would you put your money on? Lomo versus Tank. To be honest with you, I might not put money on that fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if I had to bet on that fight, I would put a small amount of money on Tank Davis, you know? But like I said, man, that's a 50-50 fight, man. Or you could say that Lomachenko would be the favorite. I would say Lomachenko would be the favorite to win. But sometimes the favorite doesn't always win. You guys know that. Shit, look at this past weekend, Marcus Brown versus the KG veteran that turns back the hands of time, and John Pascal. And salute to John Pascal, man. He did his thing this weekend, man. Salute, man. Knocking Marcus Brown 3 times and doing his thing, man. He did his thing. Being honest. The Red says, how how is Rose a benefit to Triple G? Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up. Romania Mike says, Romania Mike says, all I say is, just because you never heard of a fighter doesn't mean they have no experience. The Red says, at Corey, is this ad again? Shake my head. What you mean? Is this ad again? What you mean? Tom is the one deciding. smash that like button, you guys. Alteza says Pascal with Seeking.com shirt promoting become pro, promoting becoming a sugar daddy. That's so funny, yo. Oh my god, that's so funny, yo. That is so funny, yo. Yo, Corey Pascal steroids to ice that dude. Oh my god. You think Pascal was on steroids? Romanian Mike says at Brian David facts. Brian Davis says at Romanian Mike, you're a very funny and unique person. Yeah, yeah, man. Mike's funny, man. He's very funny, yo. Romanian Mike says doesn't mean I didn't win over 1,100 poker tournaments. Damn. Cinnamon Savage says, what do you think about Demetrius Bivol? I think he's pretty good, but I think Arthur Betterbeef ices the shit out of him. Bivol got hurt, okay, against Joe Smith Jr. Okay, he got hurt in that fight. Bivol got hurt in that fight big time. Okay, and if Joe Smith Jr. can hit him, okay, and hurt him, okay, I truly believe that Arthur Betterbeef would destroy the fuck out of Bivol. I'm being honest. Okay, Arthur Betterbeef is a whole different animal. The Red says it's cool to have opinions, but Mikey, your dick riding tank can beat Lomo, but I favor Lomo. Stop acting like a female. Who you talking to, Red? You talking to me, dude, like that? Who you talking to? Who that? Hold up, Red. Hold up, buddy. Who you talking to like that, my brother? Hold up with all that, that dick riding shit, man. Who you talking to like that? The Red? I'm talking to you, the Red. Who you talking to? Better Beef has been hurt and dropped before too. Yeah, that's true. Cinnamon, that's true. That's very true. That is 1,000% true. He says, I'm talking to Mike Corey. I said, Mikey. Oh, I was like, yo, what the fuck? When the hell y'all get in this heated ass debate, yo? What did I miss? Y'all motherfuckers going at it, man, in the chat. Mike, answer me. Charlo is a champion at 154, moved up and got mandated to fight Triple G, question mark. Why didn't Triple G take the fight? That is a very good question, the Red. That is a very good question. The Red says, ice season, chill, Corey. I was like, Dick Rod. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, yo, I'm like one of the most unbiased channels that's on YouTube. I'm like, damn, the one time I don't even defend, I just state facts about Gervonta Davis. I'm like, damn, dude's coming at me. But, I mean, I just think that Gervonta Davis is on the incline. And I just think that Lomo has plateaued. I think I don't think he's going to go. I don't think those, those smaller fighters get washed up faster than the. I would put my money on Tank versus Lomo. Oh, you would? Okay, I feel you on that. Brian Davis says, if I didn't know better, I would think Romanian Mike is really Lomachenko. Yo, hey, yo. The red says, the red says, the red says, he says, Mike, that, he says, that's a lie. The WBC put Charlo in front, and the IBF put put what's his name, but he dropped the belt, remember? Wow. Romanian Mike says Charlo's ring IQ is levels below Triple G, and Triple G will stop Charlo. Oh shit. Y'all getting it in, yo. Gervonta. Yo, that Gervonta versus Triple G ain't no walk in the park for Triple G. Triple G gonna have his hands full versus Gervonta. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hey, but Romanian Mike, be honest. Who do you think won that Danny Jacobs versus Triple G fight? A lot of people think that Danny Jacobs beat Triple G in that fight. What do you think, Romanian Mike? And you said that you're a huge Triple G fan. So be real. What did you score to Danny Jacobs versus Triple G fight? What did you score? What was your scorecard? What was your scorecard? Because a lot of people, me included, I think that was a very close fight. Cinnamon Savage says, I think Triple G stops Derevchenko late. You think so, bro? Hey, all right. Romanian Mike says 7-5 at least. He says he dropped your boy Jacobs. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's my boy, but I think he's got a very good story. He beat cancer. That's very inspirational. But I think it was a very tough fight though. Cinnamon Savage says I had it 6-6 with Triple G winning because of the knockdowns. And Romanian Mike says I like to talk. I see that. Crypto Color says nothing personal, Corey. Oh man, I never take this box. I'm gonna be honest. Probably when I first started my live streams and when I first started covering boxing, I used to probably take people commenting and disagreeing with me more personal. But now, man, people can tell you, man. I used to have one of the most lit debate channels out here, man. I had everybody on my channel, you know, back in the day, man. You know, and I'm just being honest, you guys. Like a lot of people, you know, would tell you, man. We got into some of the most heated debates, man. Talking about we were, I was throwing that heat, dog. Like real talk, you know. But now, man, boxing is boxing. We all just have an opinion, you know. But I would say that the red, you know, the one you're in the chat, you know, going back and forth with Romania Mike, and versus um, the red does have a the red does have, you know, some key things that he brought up about you know Charlo and you know stuff like that, man. You know Triple G, it did look a little suspect for Triple G, man, for to not fight Charlo. You can't lie. Come on, Romanian Mike. You gotta call a spade. I know your favorite fighter is Triple G, but you gotta call a spade, man. You gotta call a spade a spade. That didn't look dicey to you? That didn't look dicey to you, dude? That didn't look dicey to you, bro? You don't think that Triple G, okay, not fighting Charlo, that didn't look that didn't look one bit dicey to you? Just being honest. Triple G definitely seems like he doesn't want smoke with Charlo. That's what I'm saying, Cinnamon Savage. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, you guys. Please subscribe, you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Cinnamon Savage, that's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Exactly. You know, from the way Triple G was acting, it did not look like he was it did not Triple G it did not look like Triple G was lining up to fight, you know, Charlo. Just being honest. L Hefe, what's going on? He said, what's good, Corey? What's going on, my brother? Tom Loeffler, if anything, might be responsible. So you're blaming it on it. You're blaming it on his promoter or his manager. So you're blaming Tom Loeffler. Okay. Wow. Wow. But to Triple G's credit, you guys, it's looking like Canelo don't want to fight Triple G though. See how that ball comes around full circle? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's looking like Triple G. I mean, Triple G, you know, wants to fight Canelo, and it's looking like Canelo does not want that smoke with Triple G for that third fight. That's what it's looking like. You know, is Romanian Mike the biggest fanboy in history? Yo, twin, you wild, yo. Yo. He says, what's your thoughts in the Canelo versus Golden Boy beef? I think Canelo's going to eventually leave Golden Boy, man. I'm just being honest. El Jefe, what do you think about it? Romanian Mike says, I promise you in my wilder voice. Twin, you're funny. He has the heart of a true fighter. Who has the heart of a true fighter? Romanian Mike says, the red, I promise you guys, at Corley Boxing, Triple G is fearless. He will fight anyone. I don't know, bro. That Charlo shit looked a little dicey, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to call a spade, right down the middle. Brian Davis says, we all can agree that boxing is back better than ever. So we all have something to talk about. Yeah, that's true, Brian Davis. That's very true. Romanian Mike says, as Cinnamon Savage, why are you repeating Boxing Ego? Would you say, Romanian Mike? He's repeating Boxing Ego. That's funny, yo. That's funny as shit, yo. Oh my God, yo. Romanian Mike says, ring IQ and timing will stop anyone. Too much experience. Triple G has over 350 amateur fights. So, so what? He's got over 350 amateur fights and he's got 2 losses too in his professional fights. Triple G has over 350 amateur fights, right? And he has 2 losses already on his professional resume. Kids these days, he says, stop sleeping on Triple G. Kids these days, a bunch of sheep. Right. The Red says Triple G couldn't even stop Canelo or Jacobs. Wow, 2 losses. Yeah, that's what it says on. No, hold on. It's 1 loss. I think it's 1 loss. 1 loss, 1 draw. Excuse me. Excuse me about that. But some say Triple G lost that first fight. I don't think so, but that's what some people say, Mike. El Jefe says Virgil versus Orzoco. I got Virgil Ortiz icing the shit out of this dude. This dude Orzoco is gonna get effed up. Excuse my language. Oh my God. Virgil Ortiz is one of my top prospects. Alteza says Triple G said himself want to unify the division, then got money fights Canelo and changed his mind. Triple G fighting for the money now. Hey Alteza, that is very true, bro. That is very true. It should have been, Brian Davis says it should have been 2 losses, but Danny was a little scared. Cinnamon Savage says, I believe Triple G won the first fight. Yeah, that first fight was real close. I think that Triple G probably edged out that first fight too, man. You know. But I mean, Triple G, Canelo was making Triple G miss in both fights. You know what I'm saying? So when you got Triple G missing so widely in some of those rounds, I mean, at some points during rounds, I mean, Triple G would swing and it was looking like it almost looked like he had no amateur experience on like how far, you know, how much he was missing Canelo by. That's a credit to Canelo Alvarez for his head movement though. Romanian Mike uh, got Triple G as his screensaver. But Triple G is a fraud and didn't deliver the knockout he promised. No, he didn't either. The Red says no cap. Triple G won the first fight. See, Mikey, you don't have to dick ride. I give props when it's due. See, there you go, man. See, the Red's cool, man. He be telling y'all what's up, though. Romania Mike says stop it. Comey versus Lopez. Hey, Quincy, that Comey versus Lopez fight is gonna be a lot closer than what people think. Trust me. Trust me on that one. And Comey is not no walk in the park. Comey gave Robert Easter Jr. all he could handle. All he could handle. All he could handle. Some people say Comey won that fight. Some people say Comey beat Robert Easter Jr. My Romanian Mike says, how can you lose when you land doubles? What's your opponent even throwing? Oh, you land double? What your opponent even throws? Quincy says Lopez versus Brian Davis says, at Mike, where do you play poker at? Romanian Mike says, he beat Canelo first and had a draw the second fight. No, it was a draw the first fight. In the second fight, Triple G lost. Come on, Romanian Mike. I know you biased, but you cannot change the scorecards yourself. You can't change what's already in black and white, dude. The world knows in black and white that Triple G lost the second fight, even if you don't agree with it. You can't change the scorecards. You can't. The Red says, hey, Mikey, what's Triple G favorite pair of shoes? Oh my God, I just don't agree with them. I see, Romania Mike. I see, bro. I see, man. Red says, hey, Mikey, what's Triple G's favorite color? Oh my God, y'all guys are too funny. Mikey like an obsessed teenage girl. Brian Davis says, I play up live. What game you play? Do you want to fight? Mike Romanian Mike says, do you want to fight? Cinnamon Savage says, what do you think about a potential Canelo versus Spence fight? I think that's a really good fight, Cinnamon Savage. I really do. I really, really do. I think Earl Spence has a chance in that fight. Um, for the people out there that think Canelo Alvarez is just gonna walk through Earl Spence Jr., you're an idiot. Um, it's gonna be a very competitive fight, and I would probably, I don't. One day I say I think Earl Spence can win, but then the next day I'm like Canelo wins. I'm just like, I don't even. That's one of the fights right there. It's gonna be that's a really really good fight, I think. But it depends on what they fight at too. I think if they fight at 160 as opposed to 154, I would probably have to. I'm gonna favor Canelo, man, if they fight at 160. I mean, you just that weight, man. You just that weight, man. That Canelo, that weight, when Canelo makes people miss, his speed is good. He's got a good chin. I mean, if Canelo Alvarez can take Triple G's best punch for 2 fights in a row, I find it very hard to believe that Canelo Alvarez wouldn't be able to take Earl Spence's best punch. I just find it very hard to believe that for the fans out there that think Earl Spence is going to stop Canelo Alvarez. I've had fans come on here and tell me that Earl Spence stops Canelo Alvarez. That's blasphemy. It's crazy. That's legendary. I'm going to start saying that's legendary when somebody says something crazy. Y'all made up a new word today, y'all. That's legendary. when, some, when somebody comes on my live stream and says, and he's just a fucking Earl Spence fanboy, and because I've had him come on here before, and they're like, yeah, man, Earl Spence stretches the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm like, what? Oh, that's legendary. That's legendary. You play with Amp and everybody else. I love, Romanian Mike said that Courtly boxing. I love Earl Spence. Do you love him more than you love Triple G though? Is the question. Cinnamon Savage says I would favor Canelo too, especially at 160. Yeah, man, at 160, man, it's gonna be very, very difficult for Spence to win that fight at 160 against Triple G. I mean, against Canelo, because you gotta understand Canelo's thinking about moving up to 175 and fighting Kovalev. I know for a fact Canelo ain't fighting no damn Kovalev. Hell no. The Red says, hey Mike, can Triple G beat Wilder? Oh, y'all wild, man. Cinnamon Savage says, fanboys be saying the wildest shit. Yeah, they do, bro. Yeah, they do. The Red says, Mike is the reverse of a Spence fan. Romanian Mike says, put some respect on Triple G's name. Stop it. Y'all funny as shit. Coily Boston, just like I found out about Triple G and Wilder years before they got famous. Y'all need to go check out Rostislav Palacheki, the future of the heavyweight division after Wilder retires. I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest. You're talking about this guy, Rostislav Palacheko. I'm going to tell you right now the future of the heavyweight division. I think it might be that Dubois kid. Daniel Dubois, Triple G, Triple D or whatever. That Daniel Dubois kid is pretty fucking good, dog. I'm going to tell you right now. Daniel Dubois from the UK. I put money on Daniel Dubois stopping Gorman in 5 rounds or less. He stopped Gorman in the 5th round with only 21 seconds to go. I was happy as shit. I was so happy. I was so happy. Oh my God, man. Romania Mike, you says Palecho would stop Dubois. Oh man, come on, man. Quincy says Triple G versus Devinchenko is next. Yup, and that's a good fight too. I got Triple G beating Devinchenko though, Quincy. Quincy says Triple G versus Devinchenko is next. Yeah, but there's levels to this shit, man, and I got Triple G, man. I got Triple G beating. I got him beating him, man. How you feel about Fury, Corey? Which Fury? Huey Fury or Tyson Fury? Because you got Huey Fury that just signed at DAZN, and his first fight with DAZN, they're matching him in with fucking Alexander Povetkin. That's some wild shit right there. They want this dude. Eddie Hearn be just. I mean, he'll make sure his fighters are in there tough, man. But shit, what's gonna be left of Eddie Hearn's fighters by the time they're fucking 30, 35 years old? Brain damage. I mean, shit, you got Kell Brook. Look at Kell Brook. Fucking Eddie Hearn thought it was a great idea to put Kell Brook in there with Triple G. I mean, whose bright idea was that? It's one of the worst one of the worst promotional I don't even know how to put it. That's one of the worst promoter decisions that I've seen in a long time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just put at the time. Remember, you guys, at the time, Kell Brook was the number one welterweight in the world. Okay, Eddie Hearn just said, "Oh yeah, I don't want to lose the money, because he was ready to lose." Eddie Hearn was already reserved and paid for the venue. Okay, he already paid for I think it was I forgot where they fought at, where Kell Brook and Triple G fought at, but he already reserved. Okay, he already reserved the uh, he already reserved the venue. Okay, and so he had to make a fight with Triple G. Somebody had to fight Triple G. And when Chris Eubank Jr. pulled out of that fight, which now I think it was a good decision, because look, he just came off of a huge win, the biggest win of his career, beating James DeGale. And I think Chris Eubank Jr. is a viable threat for anybody at 168 and 160, in my personal opinion. I said a threat. I didn't say he was gonna win. I said a threat. He's a very game fighter. But so when Chris Eubank Jr. pulled out of that fight, after initially saying he was gonna sign it and everything looked good and everything like that, from what I heard, Eddie Hearn said, he pretty much said that, he was gonna go through with the fight. And then, like, a day or two later he pulled out, or a week later he pulled out, and said, he said they were arguing about he wanted his father to commentate on the fight, and Eddie Hearn said it doesn't work like that. So they argued about something so stupid, and pretty much something that small ruined Kell Brook's career. Okay, Chris Eubank Jr. Okay, pretty much wanted his dad to commentate on his fight, and Eddie Hearn said no. Okay, and that pretty much steered both of their careers in two separate paths. Okay, you got Kell Brook getting smashed by fucking Triple G, then getting iced by Earl Spence right after. Okay, I mean, almost like a domino effect, almost ruined, pretty much completely ruining your top welterweight. Because at the time, Kell Brook was the number one welterweight in the world by many people. Many people said Kell Brook was the number one welterweight in the world back then. Okay? And not only did he went from being the number one welterweight in the world, okay, and just in two fights, to having multiple face fractures, two losses, knockouts, and going on. No questions asked, man. Kell Brook is Triple G beat best win, Corey. Kell Brook is Triple G's best win. No, Washington, D.C. Kell Brook is Triple G's best win. Alteza says, oh, that's what the red says. Alteza says, then the next fight, weight drain Brook goes to fight Spence. Laugh out loud. He didn't care. Yeah, Alteza, he did, man. Eddie Hearn didn't give a fuck about him, man. Cinnamon Savage says, how about that 140, the 140 pounds division? That's pretty good division, Cinnamon Savage. I think Regis Progress is the best fighter in the whole division, bar none. I got Regis Progress wiping that division out, and then moving up to 147. Alteza says, good idea to make money, not save the fighter. Yup. He didn't give a fuck about the fighter. Corley Boxing. Romania Mike said, Corley Boxing, can you pull up some highlights? Highlights from who? The red says, Eddie will lose all of the belts. Tank's gonna kill Farmar. Yes, he is. ice so pretty. Oh man, oh baby, he's gonna get punished. Tevin Farmer is never gonna get an ass whooping like he's gonna get from Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is gonna give Tevin Farmer one of the most brutal ass whoopings that we've probably ever seen from that low of the division, from the 130-pound division. I mean, I'm talking about brutal. If I go to that fight live, those body shots that Gervonta Tank Davis throws, I can only imagine. I mean, he might break Tevin Farmar's fucking ribs. I'm being honest. Tevin might quit boxing. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be a heavy load and a lot of punishment for Tevin Farmar. Romanian Mike says, Rostlin Palinka. I understand, Romanian Mike. This is one of your boys. You've said it 50,000 times in the chat already. We're gonna go look at your boy. The red says Tevin might quit boxing. Oh no. Mike, the red says Mike will make a bet. You're an AJ fan too, huh? Romanian Mike says the red, I do want to see good fights and after Triple G beats the shit out of Charlo or Boo Boo or whoever they put in front of him next, I will come in here and clown you. The red says, hey Mike, where's the energy on Triple G ducking a mandatory for a title shot? Question mark. If you're a fan of boxing, you should want to see good fights. And Rose ain't it. Nah, Rose was not it, bro. What about David Lemieux, who is a KO artist? Yeah, David Lemieux. I like David Lemieux, man. I wanted David Lemieux to win that fight. I didn't necessarily know if he was gonna be able to win. I thought I was favoring Triple G in that Lemieux fight, but I mean, Lemieux going into that Triple G fight was on fire. I mean, he was knocking out everybody. The red says, no, Mike, you support Triple G. You said, what did Charlo do to deserve a Triple G fight? But then said, Rose is the truth. He just don't know. He just not known. Oh, okay. He's laughing with the ice season emoji and the gunshot. Hey, you guys, I gotta go get some shut eye, man. It's fucking almost 3 in the morning. I've been on live for almost 2 hours, or an hour and a half. And thank you guys for tuning in tonight, man. This was an awesome late night live stream, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. Shout out to Romanian Mike. Shout out to the Red. Shout out to Brian David. Shout out to Alteza, Cinnamon Savage. All of you guys, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Quincy, salute to you as well. And yeah, man, everybody that's been watching Champ Ross, salute to you. Yeah, man. The list goes on, man. You guys been showing a lot of love to the show. Thank you guys for the donations. If you guys want to cash at me for donations, you can cash at me at the money sign Corey Lee Boxing. The money sign Corey Lee Boxing. You guys can cash at me at any time. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. This was an awesome live stream, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing. Yeah, that's how you do it, Romania Mike. That's my cash app right there. So if you guys want to donate, man, you can donate. Feel free to donate. And yeah, man, thank you guys for watching, man. I really, really appreciate that. If anybody donates to my cash app, I will definitely shout you guys out on my next live stream, okay, you guys? So thank you guys for watching. I will be doing a live debate in the morning. So I hope to see you guys there, man. Peace out, you guys. Have a good night, man.